The other big thing is Thunder Rosa and all this stuff about Thunder Rosa coming out of last night. I know Jesse read an article. I don't know if you got it pulled up, Jesse, the Voices of Wrestling thing. I want to kind of cross-reference with what they said last night, which just looking at it and looking back at it was 98% bullshit. So if you got that pulled up, I want to cross-reference with what I'm about to read to you here about Thunder Rosa and this supposed Jamie Hayter heat. They said in their report last night that Thunder Rosa broke Jamie Hayter's nose and that Thunder Rosa was hiding in the bathroom because of her being fearful that Jamie Hayter was going to come beat her ass in the bathroom. I mean, all of this is ridiculous. People were saying Thunder Rosa is suspended and then not hurt. I mean, even we insinuated that it did come across that way until we actually got to the bottom of the situation. So Jesse's got that pulled up there. I want to read to you what Fightful had reported today on Thunder Rosa following last night's relinquishing of the AEW Women's Championship. She will be a champion until, she comes back, and then we'll get the interim versus real champion unifying the title. So that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's where they're going. There's another interim champion crowned it all out. So Thunder Rosa is not competing. And apparently, Jesse, Thunder Rosa has significant heat with a large portion of the people that are in the locker room, sources tell Fightful. Okay? Fightful can confirm Voices of Wrestling's report that indicates that Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa cannot stand each other, with that having been the case for well over a year. Still, the two attempted to remain professional and work with each other. From what Fightful was told, they remain open to doing so for the sake of simply doing their jobs. However, Jamie Hayter has also developed heat with Thunder Rosa after she got her nose broken in a match recently. Much of the heat on Rosa has emerged from her working stiff in the ring. Word emerged shortly before Dynamite that Thunder Rosa was injured and wouldn't be competing at All Out. Fightful Select has gained word that the original plan was for Toni Storm to emerge victorious and win the AEW Women's title at All Out. Now she'll compete for the interim AEW Women's title against Shida, Baker, and Jamie Hayter. We have not learned of the creative plan set for the title at All Out now with the Fatal 4-Way. We've had talent contact us on both sides regarding Rosa, with many saying that she's worked hard to get other young women and talent booked, and others that perceive her as developing an ego and being difficult to work with. Those that we've talked to work with her at Mission Pro Wrestling have said positive things about her leadership when she is around. We've been unable to confirm their reports that Thunder Rosa hid in the bathroom after Jamie Hayter's spot. Rosa is said to have been injured, but the actual injury was detailed today by Mike Johnson, a PW insider. She has bulging discs in her back with a timetable for return right now that is unknown, which is not a good thing. If you have bulging discs in your back, you got a bad back, Jesse, you're not going to be able to do anything as far as a fucking wrestling match is concerned. Now, let's start at the top. The Voices of Wrestling report, bro. I mean, what did they get right in that report from what you and I know and the sources that I have, which will remain anonymous? The sources that I have that I told you before the stream today, how much of their report did they get right?
So, of this report, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker can't stand each other, described as mortal enemies.
That is true.
Very true. Very, very true. They have nuclear heat with each other. And it is based on Britt Baker and the way that she conducts herself backstage. It's come off that she has put herself in the position to be completely entitled and spoiled, and just has to get her way with things. We'll explain a little bit later. Jamie Hayter also has heat with Thunder Rosa. Now, there was an incident in the ring where apparently, something happened and Jamie Hayter's nose was broken.
I'm assuming this was the match with Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker in that tag team match that happened a couple weeks ago on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, they've had nuclear heat, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, long before this match.
Yes.
Long before this match. Now, Jamie Hayter also hates Thunder Rosa. Is that true? Maybe. And I'll explain why. There was no heat between Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa. There was the incident of the nose and everything else, but now, if Jamie Hayter has quote unquote heat with Thunder Rosa in regards to that spot, and by the way, guys, if you don't know, spots happen, mistakes happen, things happen in this regard in the ring. All right. But it appears that Britt Baker may have projected a lot of her heat and hatred into her friend, on the roster, Jamie Hayter. And when you got somebody in your ear constantly telling you, this person is this person is that, and then a mistake like this happens in the ring, it might lead you to then start, having heat with that person. But there is no back and forth heat between Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa. If Jamie Hayter has an issue with Thunder Rosa, it's there because Britt Baker put.
Of course, I mean that's just common fucking sense, bro. I mean Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker share a fucking locker room together. They're on-screen partners together. So the influence of little fucking bluebird whispering in your ear is going to be fucking obviously a huge influence over you. Hey, I don't like this bitch. She sucks. I can't fucking stand her. This is what I think of her. How much of that is Jamie Hayter listening and then taking that from Britt Baker and then believing everything that she's saying?
Yes, exactly. And that's the whole point.
You would think that Big E would hate Ridge Holland for breaking his fucking neck and ending his career, man. But here we got Jamie Hayter getting a broken nose, which she's wrestled in Japan. God knows what other fucking bones she's broken over there. Did she fucking hate everybody that she worked with over there too? I mean, give me a fucking break with this nonsense.
Right. Now it might, to people listening to it might
Jamie
sound
Hayter's the most stiffest one in the locker room. You see the way she wrestles? Holy shit.
Man,
Thunder Rosa is stiff. Have you seen Jamie Hayter work?
They beat the shit out of each other out there in the ring. And as far as I'm concerned, dude, it makes the match look that much more believable.
I love it. But there are boundaries. I mean, obviously they're professionals. They got to take proper care of each other.
But you don't take liberties. You don't take liberties with each other. By any means. And no one here is accusing anyone of that here. So it just seems that there was an incidental contact issue, and instead of it being like, hey, my bad, move on. When you get somebody, it might sound like, this is kind of far-fetched to believe because it sounds kind of childish of Britt Baker to be just talking to someone's ear like that. Unfortunately, guys, there's that much heat. There's that much heat between Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa.
Chris Jericho had his nose broken from Eddie Kingston. Bryan Danielson got a fucking concussion from Jericho and Hager at the Anarchy match. I mean, if this was a fucking issue, everybody would be fucking hating everybody else. Everybody in the locker room.
All the time. Like you just said, if Ridge Holland doesn't have a heat for fucking Big E, then no one should have.
Yes.
It happens.
Such a ridiculous fucking story, man.
It fucking happens. Now if Ridge Holland had somebody in his ear telling him how much of a piece of shit that or Big E had someone in his ear telling him how much of a piece of shit that Ridge Holland is, and he probably did it on purpose, and he's too fucking stiff and everything else. That might, sway someone's opinion about somebody, man.
Yes.
So Joe Lanza is speculating that Thunder Rosa isn't injured and was just sent away to cool things off. I've seen reports that says Thunder Rosa was sent home because of this incident. 100% false.
So Thunder Rosa, Mike Johnson reported today, bulging discs in her back. She is injured.
100%.
She is 100% injured. How long she will be out, we don't know. It could be a month. It could be 2 months. It could be 3 months. She could be out 6 months, 9 months. We don't know.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to be out at least 2 months.
At least 2 months. And 2 months is a long time to be without your women's champion. So, yes, I mean, Tony Khan is on his interim kick. But, I mean, you need a world champion on television. So, the injury is significant enough that they asked her to drop the title. And Thunder Rosa is big on quality, and she doesn't want to defend the fucking title and then have it hamper her work and the quality of her work. That's not what she does. Yet Britt Baker was out there on Dynamite last night, Jesse, saying, a real champion would wrestle with a broken wrist like I did. I don't know anybody there, but Jesus fucking Christ, bro. We said it last night. If that wasn't a shoot, I'd love for somebody to fucking reach out to me and tell me it wasn't a goddamn shoot, because it certainly sounded like one.
Well, turns out you were right. That is a shoot, and it appears that Britt Baker has been taking liberties on a live microphone and pertains to her shots that she's fired at Thunder Rosa, meaning these things were not cleared ahead of time, not put there strategically to, further a feud or a match. They were just done because Britt Baker can apparently do what she wants.
So basically what I said last night, she is the Charlotte Flair of the AEW women's division.
That is the vibe that I'm getting from your source. Yes.
Charlotte Flair is the biggest politic, no matter how much she wants to paint herself in a good picture.
Yeah.
Britt Baker is following in the footsteps of Charlotte Flair. I said this about Charlotte Flair for years. She is not for the division. She's only for building herself up, and that is it. None of those women, most of those women, do not care about the locker room. It may be different now on the Triple H, but this is what they fucking sabotage Sasha Banks over. Bayley. There's not one single fucking woman there that gave a shit about the division. Only themselves. And this is what I was told personally from people then when they cried about the fucking titles at WrestleMania, losing them to the Iconics. People were making, hits on Sasha Banks. She's selfish and she's a crybaby and she's this and that. Sasha Banks and Bayley were the only two women that showed up to watch the fucking main event with Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. They're live in attendance. Where was everybody else? Where was everybody else? They didn't give a fuck. Britt Baker sounds like to me that she's the same type of fucking person. Where Thunder Rosa wants to build a division and make a better division and fucking care about the division, Britt just wants to give a shit about Britt. And the division should revolve around her. And she doesn't want to put over any talent. That's not somebody that should be leading that locker room. I'm sorry. And the fact that she's taking liberties on the promo, who's to say, Jesse, that, something was given to her to say. She didn't like it. She went back to management and the political pull that she has backstage. She didn't lobby to get it changed. And behind Thunder Rosa's back, we don't fucking know if she's got that many liberties.
Well, we do. We do because everyone remembers the infamous sandbagging report, story, promo, T-shirt, all of that stuff, right?
Yep.
So, here's the word. Well, let's start with this one. So, after she broke Jamie Hayter's nose on Dynamite, Rosa hid in the bathroom in fear of getting her ass kicked. Now wait.
Oh man!
Now wait.
Who's this guy? Who is this guy's name? He's a fucking comedian over there. Voices of wrestling.
Hold on. Now,
an MMA fighter in Thunder Rosa scared she's gonna get her ass beat.
now, when we read that report last night. Right away, our fucking intelligent fucking fans in the chat right away pointed out, wait a minute, you telling me a trained MMA fighter is hiding in the bathroom and hiding from Britt fucking Baker fear of getting her ass kicked?
Yeah, right.
So we didn't buy that off the bat.
I got Tony Storm coming over for fucking sausage and meatballs and fucking pasta later. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. We didn't buy that off the bat. And then later last night, after we read this, there was reports saying how she was in the bathroom crying and hiding in fear of getting her ass kicked. So here's the truth on that one. And apparently, after she broke her nose, did she go to the bathroom? Yes. All right. She went to the goddamn bathroom. How dare you? Now, she did not go to the bathroom to hide from anyone. And Thunder Rosa was not in the bathroom in fear of getting her ass kicked by anyone. And here's also another thing about Britt Baker. So a lot of the stories, the stories that are coming out of the locker room in regards to Thunder Rosa have apparently come from and been leaked by the person that does not like her, Britt Baker herself.
Wow, man, it sounds like Sasha Banks all over again, bro. Remember when Alexa was leaking Sasha Banks' fucking bad news to Ryan Satin? Yes. Oh my goodness, man, how the fucking world goes round and round. Color me shocked.
So was she in the bathroom and not having a good evening? She went to the bathroom to remove herself from a situation that she felt was going to get volatile, and she wanted to be alone, so she went to a bathroom. Someone, Britt Baker, leaked that, she's in a bathroom crying because she does not want to get her ass kicked. Now, does does that that report exist? I saw that report that she was in the bathroom crying because she didn't want to get her ass kicked. Does that sound logical? No. Does it sound like some petty shit that someone who's just spreading bullshit on purpose would put out there? It really does, yes. And who does Thunder Rosa have nuclear heat with? It's, I mean, I'm under the.
It's a certain dentist, and it's not Isaac Yankem.
We've been made to be put under the belief that a lot of these leaked stories are coming from Britt Baker herself. The whole sandbagging thing, okay? The match that Thunder Rosa had with Marina Shafir. First off, Marina Shafir is terrible in the ring. We all know that. The match that they had was not good. We all know that. It had nothing to do with Thunder Rosa sandbagging her. We now know that. That report came from the dentist herself. She is also in the ear of Marina Shafir along with Jamie Hayter. Now, the report of Thunder Rosa sandbagging, that was leaked by Britt Baker. Now, the promo itself where they came out and then Britt Baker used the word sandbag in the promo, that line was fought by Thunder Rosa to be removed. She did not want that line in the promo. They went to TK and TK overruled it and let it go.
Wow, man, political pull working its magic, man. Color me fucking shocked.
Let it fucking go. He had someone, not just someone, his goddamn women's champion come to him and say, hey, I'm not okay with this line being here. And they discussed it, went back and forth a little bit, and then she was overruled and it had to go in because Britt Baker lobbied for it. So it went in. Now, if you also remember, Thunder Rosa came out with a t-shirt that said sandbagging on it.
Yes, I remember that.
Right. That was Thunder Rosa's idea in an attempt to take the power away from Britt Baker from using that term on her like that. Because in a way, in a term, in a sense, Britt Baker is bullying her on a live microphone using that sandbagging thing, having all the fans think that this is fucking legit, that this is real, and it's not. So she did that upon herself to try to own it, to own it and take that power away from Britt Baker, because just going to management didn't work.
I see. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fucking the little line there that Britt Baker still wanted in that promo and wanted to include in that promo that Rosa did not want, but it got approved by Tony Khan anyway. And I'm here thinking, you know, this is what causes dissension in your fucking locker room when you choose favorites.
Yes.
Why is no? It sounds like nobody. It sounds like the women's champion is beneath the rest of the locker room. Nobody's being treated as equal here.
Well, you ever wonder why when you turn into professional sports games, basketball games, all-star games, football games, baseball games, and when you see AEW talent go there, you know, to promote their brand and promote their business, you see a certain consistency of which people are going on these ventures, and they seem to be the same little group of people and not the current women's champion, but instead Britt Baker.
Was she at the Comic-Con with Punk? I believe so, right?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
She's been in the video game trailer, right?
Yeah.
She was in the video game trailer with Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, I saw her at a basketball game with TK. I think it was maybe the All-Star game, something like that. It was a high-profile game.
Man, favoritism is a fucking bitch, really. I mean, you can't be owner of the fucking company and show favoritism like that and then neglect everybody else. I mean, that's
if someone has an idea to be put into a promo or a match, and if one of the two parties are not cool with it, I think that discussion is over. It should be over. I mean, if one is not okay with it, then it should not happen. It's not happening. But she politicked it and got it. Rosa's playing the game. She's playing the system. She's doing what she's asked and everything else. She spoke up, got shut down.
I find it funny too that the report from Feifel says that many people say that she's hard to work with and she's got an ego and difficult to work with. Well, no fucking shit. The division sucks. Her reign sucks.
Yeah,
the fuck do you want her to do? Smile?
That's not true.
While she sees everybody else around her who is not champion get treated better.
Yeah, that's not true. Any and everyone who's not, anyone that does not have Britt Baker in their ear directly has no issues dealing with, working with, or associating with Thunder Rosa. And
she's difficult to work with. Maybe nobody wants to work with her because they don't have any fucking good ideas and plans. And then she's got to voice her opinion and voice her concerns, and then that's misinterpreted like everything else in WWE. Like we always talk about this over there. When you speak up, oh my God, you got a bad attitude. Bad attitude by Thunder Rosa, ego, difficult to work with. Why? Because she deserves better, and the division deserves better, and the company is fucking handing everything over to their tried and true that doesn't give a shit about anything that Thunder Rosa gives a shit about.
Yeah. No. Clearly there is one of these two who is on a mission to make the division better, and the other one is on a mission to make herself better.
I'm telling you right now, bro, if Thunder Rosa is out and they give that title to Britt Baker on All Out Sunday, man, this division is dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
Because let's be real. They want to say Thunder Rosa works stiff. Out of the two, bro, if she works stiff, the other one can hardly work. So, I mean, the complaint is coming from somebody. And listen, don't get me wrong. Britt is a lot better now than where she was fucking in year one of AEW. Jesse and I have talked about that and documented that extensively. But, yes. I mean, if Thunder Rosa's working stiff, then Britt Baker can't work at all. I mean, her matches look very... It's almost as if they're the same fucking match every fucking time we see her. It's like the 5 moves of doom, bro. The same shit.
I'm glad you mentioned it. Because, yeah, we've...
Oh, you mean you got more news here?
Hey, man.
From the source that I got, right?
From the source, man. Apparently, because I understand the improvement that, Britt Baker has made in the ring from when she started to where she is now. And, I still stand by that in regard to what we see on TV. Apparently, the matches that we see on TV or pay-per-view or whatever that involve Britt Baker are heavily orchestrated. Heavily pre-orchestrated. Imagine, have you ever heard the stories about Macho Man Randy Savage, about he had laid out every spot in his matches of all, every time?
Yep.
That was just a trope that I've always heard about Macho Man. It's kind of the same thing here. She has to go through and lay out pretty much every damn spot in the match because she doesn't have the ability to go out there and call it in the ring like the other workers do. And when she tries that, it comes off very sloppy and terrible.
I'm not surprised. Just look at the match that she had with Thunder Rosa in the steel cage match. Thunder Rosa was trying to move around like she wanted to have a wrestling match. Britt Baker was moving around like she was fucking doing a choreographed dance for Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is go back and watch that match. I mean, that's the biggest match that she's had since she's been out.
Yeah.
Since then, nothing. And the only reason why Britt Baker looked good in the tag team match is because she had Jamie Hayter, Tony Storm, and Thunder Rosa in the match. So clearly, all the deficiencies that Britt Baker has are hidden by 3 other people who are better than her.
Yeah. Also, interesting tidbit. I mean, and before I even get into this, no, there's no heat with Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa. None. Zero.
None.
Zilch. So let's get that straight. But the back injury that Thunder Rosa suffered came from the slam that she took on the stairs from Tony Storm, I believe. Yeah. And
from Jamie Hayter, you mean?
From Jamie Hayter. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What the fuck did I put here?
Tony Storm.
Yeah. So that's where the injury came from. And she hasn't been in the ring since. She was in a match on Dark with Tony Storm and Marina Shafir and Nyla Rose. She never tagged in. I saw reports and people saying that she never got in because she was pregnant.
Yeah, people were saying that last night.
Yeah.
How long ago? When was this? This was this past week's Dark.
Yeah, no, that match was a few. I gotta pull the match back up. But I believe that was that tag match that we saw from the 4 women.
And she didn't tag in.
No. The tag match we saw on TV.
Yes.
Where the spot happened.
Yes. Yeah. What about this tag team match where she didn't tag in? You said
she never tagged it because she was too hurt to go. Her back was already hurting at that point.
That happened after this tag team match on Dynamite.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that would fall in line then with the chronological order of things.
Yes. So that is where that came from. But there is a lot. And look, I mean, talent have heat with each other all the time. You know, it's unfortunately very normal. But apparently someone is going above and beyond trying to completely bury someone. For what reason? Don't know. Insecurity? I don't know. But if you have this much political pull backstage and you're only using it to make yourself look better and bury everyone else, no one wins. No one fucking wins. Think about if any and every promo that Britt Baker has ever done. Has she ever put Thunder Rosa over?
No.
Ever.
I don't think she's putting anybody over.
No. And so if you're beating someone who is completely nothing according to you, then you beat a nobody. What are you doing? I mean, in every turn that she gets, every opportunity she gets, she's burying her. Oh, I worked injured. How come you can't? Oh, don't sandbag people again. These are all promos that were not approved by the person involved, which kind of makes that, you know, a little bit like you're sabotaging.
You know, we always ask what the division needs. Clearly, we know what the division doesn't need. Britt Baker. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's looking that way. I mean, it's looking like there is a severe politicking issue going on back there. And fun fact of something I picked up on, when CM Punk made his return last year, who was the first person he put over in the ring when he got back?
Britt Baker.
Now, what 2 people have the most political heat going on backstage right now?
Britt Baker and CM Punk. Birds of a feather flock together, bro.
Flock together. Yep.
You know, a little side note about Marina Shafir, man. Where's Marina Shafir on television, bro? You know, it got me thinking, man. She was so featured prominently on Dynamite, right? Putting me to sleep for fucking 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. All of a sudden, she was banished to dark. So it really makes me wonder. And I came to this conclusion myself. Right, this is not sources or Jesse. It makes me wonder. So she was on television to do what exactly?
Well,
she wasn't there. She wasn't there to put over anybody, right? She wasn't there to make the television show or the division better. It makes me wonder, Jesse, if this all fell in line with the rumor of Roderick Strong asking for his release for 3 weeks, and then maybe Tony Khan saying, "All right, you know, maybe they'll let him go." So if his wife is being featured prominently on television, it may be a way to sway him to the AEW side. Am I in the ballpark there, you think?
Tony Khan, not only signed her, but put her on TV and in meaningful matches, knowing her in-ring ability was nowhere near where it needed to be competing on live television. This was still done anyway, in an effort to lure Roderick Strong to AEW.
Go figure, man. Oh my! So Tony Khan put somebody who should not even be on television at all to lure her husband, who's still under WWE contract, to AEW in hopes that he sees, hey, my wife is being treated good, but it doesn't really matter about his wife. His best friends are there. The fuck do you need her on television for when Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish are there? And that's the reason why he probably want to end up in AEW. His wife is just a bonus.
Yeah. Well, now Triple H is in charge, and things are looking much, much sweeter over on the E. Have we seen Marina Shafir lately?
No. And Roderick Strong may be getting called up and being kicked out of Diamond Mine on NXT. You think Triple H is going to release Roderick Strong knowing he's going to end up in AEW? So what happened there? Marina Shafir, now she's on Dark, and we haven't seen her on Dynamite putting people to sleep. Wow, what a revelation.
Amazing. Amazing.
I don't know, man. You're going to get this type of information from SAP or PW
No.
Insider or Geeks of Wrestling? No.
Wait, are we supposed to charge behind a paywall for this shit?
I mean, I should make my paywall $9.99 for the fucking information we gave you today, but it's free. It's
Guys,
free.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. You know, any other time we come on here and we speculate, you know, maybe this, maybe that, could be this, could be that. We don't come here and tell you that this is happening and we got it from a source and this is true. So when we do it, trust us, guys, believe us, okay? We're not fucking bullshitting you.
No, not with us.
No.
You know, I don't know many people in and around the business or industry. I do what I got to do. This is a fan-funded show. I do my shit with House of Glory. I go home. I don't mingle with anybody. But when I have people that listen to the show, want me to set the record straight because of the truthfulness and honesty that I have developed here with you guys, and they want to get the real message out, then they'll hit me up. That's what this is about.
Right.
So I got good people who are on my side and on OTS's side and love you guys that they want the truth out there. They don't want bullshit. All they want is the truth. That's it.
They want the truth. They watch. Look, we have 44,000 people watching last night. You gotta figure someone in the know was paying attention, and then someone said, "This is bullshit. The truth needs to get out."
Yes.
And that's what happened here, guys. The truth is out, and we just gave it to you guys.
There you go. Jesse, I appreciate you joining me tonight, man. I thought this was a great stream. I'm gonna get into the super chats. I know you got some family business to take care of, so I'm gonna let you go.
Bro.
I'm gonna let you go, and I will text you later, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a good night. I will see you guys on the next show, man. Join me for my Friday Rampage watch along. Friday at 9:00 Central, man.
There you go. Join Jesse on YouTube Friday Night Rampage. Thanks a lot, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace, bro.